What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom, and this is episode 1 of the Cincinnati Bengals Connected franchise, man. So excited to get things popping off, man. Of course, I had to go through a few things to get here, but we're ready to get things started, man. Ready to get things started. And in this, I'm just going to do a quick team breakdown. I'm not going to play any games or anything. Just going to go through a quick team breakdown, man. Just run through the roster and tell you how I feel about it. Now, shout out to Zach Taylor. You know, he was supposed to come in and be the head coach, but he had to move the offensive coordinator. I came in here, and I'm the head coach, of course. And as you can see while I'm creating my coach, you can see that I, of course, went with strategists. Didn't really want to go with the other two because I didn't really care about having more trade options and all of that. Just want to be a strategist because that's what I do. I like to call plays. I like to get busy in the playbook. But as you can tell by my name, you can kind of see what it is. And Tony Banks, pretty much where I got that from, of course, one of my favorite rap groups of all time, G Unit. I was just thinking of Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks put into two. That's what I got, So we just gonna keep it pushing, But that's what I'm pretty much doing. Like I said, Zach Taylor, he's pretty much the offensive coordinator of this team. Now, the franchise settings, I was working on that. Of course, we're going to play on All-Pro. That's how I like to play. Try to keep it realistic. Simulation, of course. I pick Coach firing on. That's just how I roll. Try and keep it realistic. Superstar abilities. I love that. So, of course, I'm going to keep it. Injuries on. Pre-existing injuries on. And, we're going to play on 15-minute quarters. That's just how I roll. That's just how I play, man. Realistic. That's just how I do it. That's just how I do things. But let's speak about this team real quick. Of course, Andy Dalton, he's been the starting quarterback of this team for the past 8 seasons, going to his 9th year. He's 31 years old. And, I think Andy Dalton's a winner. I think he's a winning quarterback. I know people like to call him a one and done in the playoffs, but I think he can get it done. So we'll see how that plays out. But, backup quarterback Jeff Driscoll, we drafted Ryan Finley in this last year draft. Of course, he's not ready to play with the 56 overall. And by the way, I did do my own rating stretch, so the ratings look a little bit different. That's why. But, we'll see how that plays out. 4th round pick. We'll see how it plays. Now, Joe Mixon, one of the top young running backs in the NFL, man. And of course, that's going to be great to have on this team. 23 years old, really young. Of course, he has a star badge, so he's really good. He's one of the best young running backs. Just look at the stats. We're going to be giving him the ball nonstop. Point blank, period. On to other running backs, Giovanni Bernard. Of course, he's a veteran. He could possibly be our other spell back. Rodney Anderson, a rookie. We'll see what's good in preseason. And also Trayvon Williams. We're going to probably see a little bit of him in preseason. Same for Quentin Flowers. No shade for fullback, but Carter is going to be the fullback, point blank, period. On to the wide receiver, because that's what I want to speak about. AJ Green. Of course, we know about AJ Green, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, point blank, period. Now, I know he's 31 years old, going into his 9th season, but this dude is still an elite wide receiver. Overall wise, he's our best player on our team. And, he's a superstar, has a superstar X Factor badge. And, he just has everything I want of a star wide receiver. I like to have big wide receivers. And I think he can still get it done. So, that's just my thoughts. Maybe you guys feel that he's too old and want to move on from him. But I like AJ Green. I'm going to try to keep him. Tyler Boyd, he's the breakout wide receiver from last year. Of course, is the slot machine. Pretty much going to play him like how he did last year. Hopefully, he can even get better this year and maybe rise into a young superstar. So, we'll see how that plays out in the slot. Now, someone that I'm really optimistic about going into this upcoming season is John Ross, man. John Ross has all the potential to be our deep threat for now and the upcoming future. Like you can see, 97 speed, 95 acceleration. 97 speed is like the second highest in this game. So he has all the potential to be our deep threat. Now, in real life, of course, he's dealt with injuries and, it's been some of the trade rumors. But I want to see what he has in his upcoming season, because this guy has all the potential to be a star deep threat in this league. So that's something that we're going to have to pay attention. But on to the tight end position, and of course we got to speak about Tyler Eifert. Now, we all know Tyler Eifert, when healthy, is one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Even on Madden, they have him ranked as like the 7th best tight end in the NFL. But the big thing about Tyler Eifert, he's proven that he's one of the best tight ends. But the thing that we all know about him is he can't stay on the field. Last year he dealt with a nasty, horrific freak injury against the Falcons where he broke his leg. I mean, look at the rating. He has a 76 injury rating. That's not good. So my thoughts is I want to keep Tyler Eifert, right? We signed him on a 1-year deal. But my thing is I would like to keep him with his skill set. But this is a win now, go home year for Tyler Eifert. If he can't stay healthy for this year, I'm going to probably get rid of him. So we'll see how that plays out. But Tyler Eifert, skill-wise, we know what he's about. And now, of course, we got tight ends like Usama, who's had 4 years of experience going to his 5th year. He's a solid tight end. We also drafted Drew Sample in this year. He's 23 years old, so he has potential to possibly be Tyler Eifert's replacement if Tyler Eifert can't stay healthy this upcoming year. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. On to the offensive line. The guy that we signed the first round, Jonah Williams. Now, in real life, Jonah Williams, he's out for the season, but the roster that I'm using is the roster that wasn't updated. So we know what Jonah Williams is about. I mean, he was drafted to come in and save the offensive line pretty much. Now, he doesn't have the most strength, right? But we know his potential is wow. He even had the hitting badge. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We're going to need all of him. Left guard Cordy Glenn. That's going to probably be our starting left guard. Center Billy Price. He was a rookie last year. Played pretty solid. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays in his second year in the NFL. Clint Boland. He's our overall wise our best offensive lineman at the right guard position. And we even have John Miller as the backup right guard. And he might get swapped around because he has a lot of talent. So that'll be interesting. And Bobby Hart is the lonely right tackle, so we might get some right tackle depth, for preseason. On to the defense, though. Let's start with the left defense end position, Carlos Dunlap. We know what Carlos Dunlap is about. He's the veteran, going to his 10th season, starting to get up there in age, but he's still a top speed rusher, pretty decent run stopper. Of course, he's going to be leading the left defensive end. I also like Jordan Willis. I like his strength. I like how big he is. 275. I mean, both our defensive ends and Carlos Dunlap and Jordan Willis are both over 275, so that's good to see. Carl Lawson on the starting right defensive end. He's going into his 3rd season, showed some promise, pretty young. I like his pass rushing skills, same as Sam Hubbard. The thing with Carl Lawson that I don't like is that he's not the best run stopper. He really isn't. Now, he's a really good pass rusher, but when it comes to defensive line, I love run stopping. So I'm gonna need some more of that. Of course, when it comes to defensive tackles, so you guys can tell, one of our best players on our team, one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL, Geno Atkins. He's a monster. Of course, you can see he has a superstar X Factor badge, and I saw that he wasn't a captain on this team. So as you guys can see, I had to make him a captain. I don't know what that's about, but I did that. Of course, he's going to be leading this defensive line, point blank period. It looks like Andrew Billings might be our starting nose tackle. We'll see how that plays out. We got some other depth players like Lawson, Russell Wynn. We'll see how that plays out. Nick Vigil, starting left linebacker. I guess I like it. We'll see how that plays. On to the middle linebacker position, Preston Brown. I like him. I really like his tackling ability. Not the speediest, not the fastest linebacker, but he's a really good tackler. Somebody that does have a lot of speed, Jermaine Pratt, the rookie. He has a lot of speed, and he even is a really good tackler, but his awareness is not there. But we'll see how it plays out. But Preston Brown's probably going to be our starting middle linebacker. Now on to right linebacker positions, where there's going to be a lot of competition at that right linebacker spot. I mean, you got Malik Jefferson, who's pretty good, Jordan Evans, and you even got the second-year player in Chris Worley, all going to be competing for that linebacker spot. So we'll see how that plays out in preseason. But on to the secondary. So I really want to speak about, of course, we know the secondary struggled last year, giving up a lot of yards. But I'm telling you, this guy, William Jackson, I mean, this dude, he's going to be our lockdown corner. He's going to be the number 1 corner. And, this dude has all the attributes to be a really good corner. I mean, he's shown it last year, has good speed, a really good man corner. That's something that I really like. And he's just going to ball, so expect good things from him. Dre Kirkpatrick, I like him as a veteran cornerback to play alongside William Jackson, so I'm liking that. And we even got Darqueze Dennard, who I like him to run that slot. So we got a 3 cornerback set. It's just the depth is going to be a huge issue. But on to free safety. Jesse Bates is somebody that I really like. This guy led the team in tackles as a safety, and you guys know when it comes to safeties, I love people who can tackle at that position. He's even good in the zone, so expect good things from him. He even has a star attribute, so that's something to like. On to the backup free safety, who's actually a captain. He's a big special team guy, Clayton Fajulum. Can't even pronounce that last name. I'll probably learn it throughout the season, but he's somebody to look out for. He's a special team person, but we'll see if he can get any first team snaps. On to one of my favorite players on this team, and especially in the secondary, is Sean Williams. Now, I love Sean Williams. I always like to have really good, strong safeties, and this guy is everything that I want off a strong safety. You guys know that I'm a big Cam Chancellor and Landon Collins fan. And you know what both of those guys do? Is play in the box. And you know what Sean Williams does really well? Play in the box. I can already tell that Sean Williams is going to be one of my favorite players to play with in this franchise. I like his game a lot, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're probably going to see a lot of 3-man safety formations when it comes to Sean Williams, Jesse Bates, and Kebley Formont. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all Bengals fans know what I'm talking about. I'll probably have to learn that name. Clayton, I'm not going to try it. But the 3-man safety thing might be a real thing. But that's pretty much it for me breaking down this team. Broke down the offense, broke down the defense. And as you guys can see, this is the scenario engine right here. Something new to Madden. This is the sports reporter. Her name is Taylor Bennett. Pretty much she's just going to be covering the team throughout the season. So that's something new and pretty cool. We'll see how that plays out throughout the season. But that's it for episode 1. Just want to give you guys a quick breakdown of the team. In episode 2, I'll probably give you guys the official depth chart and probably run through my first practice. But that's it. If you guys enjoyed Cincinnati Bengals franchise, want to see some more, give this video a like. And if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. I'm the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Deuces.